guys, and welcome to another unboxing and review video, and today we have another grail. Yes, we have Alien Warrior from the movie Aliens. Guys, I'm so excited to have this figure in my collection and I can't wait to show you all the details. Alright guys, enough with the talking, let's start with the unboxing. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, and here we have the box. As you can see, we have Aliens here with a nice translucent cover here. This is the side, Aliens logo there, nothing else. This is the back of the box with all the correction warnings, small pieces, do not need it. Now this is the other side of the box with the Aliens logo, and that's pretty much it. So far so good with this case. Now if you remove the cover, you have a window, and of course you have Aliens sitting there. It looks pretty cool. Alright guys, now out of the packaging, the first thing is the brand new smell of a Hot Toys, and here we have this beast. And let me tell you guys, first impression very positive. This thing looks fantastic. As you can see here, we have a lot to go over in terms of detail, but not so much in terms of accessory. But now proportion wise, this thing looks amazing. Behind the figure we have some effects and of course the base, and that's basically it. Alright guys, so now let's take a closer look at the accessories. And here we have all the accessories guys, and as you can see, we only have a very nice base and some effects, and that's basically it. Now let's take a closer look at the base. As you can see here guys, this base looks fantastic. Paint application wise, very nicely done. Some greenish color there. You can see Alien Warrior in the front in the name tag. This is the side, and of course the back of the case, nicely painted and nicely done. And as you can see, that's the base, and that's it for this. Now let's take a look at the other accessory, and here we have the green blood stains here, which is acid basically. It looks pretty cool. Nice paint application. You can see a translucent color, and this thing is magnetic. Now let's take a look at the figure here, and this thing is fantastic. I'm telling you guys, I've been hunting down for this particular figure. I'm so happy to have it in the collection. It looks amazing so far. Now let's see how tall this figure actually is, and this figure is about 14.5 inches tall. Alright guys, so now let's take a closer look at the details, because yes, there's a lot to go over on this thing. So this is the alien. The front looks fantastic, the face is nicely sculpted, paint application is excellent. Now the body itself is rubbery material. So now in terms of durability, I don't know, because I just got this figure, but so far so good. You can see the detail on the side, a lot of details. This thing is basically unique. I haven't seen anything like this from Hot Toys, and I really hope that they do another version of Aliens, especially the big chop. Now this is the other side. As you can see, the head, big head. This is the top. Now you cannot see the skull here because this is more like rubber. I think the first edition you can actually see the skull inside, but I guess it is cool. Now on the shoulder you can see these little I guess xenoform pieces there, same as the arms here, looking really cool. Now you can see here the torso, very nicely done, very nicely sculpted and painted, especially painted with the colors and with the lights. It looks very cool. Now this is the other arm. As you can see there, more details going on in the body. Moving down to the legs, you can see more details there as well, and paint application wise excellent. The feet, you can see the pointy nails there, looking cool. This is the side, very tiny, skinny. Again, this body was designed for this particular figure. Underneath we have a flat feet, so nothing there. This is the back. Let me just move the tail a little bit so you can see the other side here, especially that beautiful tail over here, which is nicely done as well. And it's wired, so I'm gonna go over articulation in just a second. This is the back of the figure, and again, the more details going on in the back, especially those pieces in the back of the figure. So it looks pretty cool, guys. I really like this thing. So you can see more details there, and that's basically it. Now for the articulation, you can move the head sideways, up and down this much, very limited because of the huge head. Now we have a little lever in the back. If you push it to the front, it will open the mouth like so. For some reason, mine can stick together or opened, so I didn't want to push it because, again, brand new figure. Now you can only do a little bit on the arm, maybe 30 degrees, and maybe you can bend the elbow about 90 degrees. So I would not push it further. Some big articulation on the hand, a little bit of swivel and a little bit of up crunch, very tiny because, again, the rover. You can do a split for about that much, no swivel on the thighs, but you can lift the leg a little bit like that and back just a very tiny pitch. Now you can bend the knee for about this much. And last but not least, we have some articulation on the feet, so not bad. Now for the tail, you can do some articulation as well because it is wired, and that's basically it. Alright guys, so now let's do some comparison here. And here we have Ellen Ripley and Alien, and I'm happy that I have this collection complete because that's it, right? We only have the Alien and Ripley. Alright guys, enough of the comparison, let's do some poses. Alright guys, for the first pose, I'm gonna use the blood effect here. So as you can see, I put it on the chest and of course to the side of the head because, as I mentioned before, it is magnetic. Because it is difficult to pose, limitations on the articulation, you know, that's pretty much all I can do. And I think it looks pretty cool. Now for the next one, I wanted to show you the back of the figure because, you know what, the back of the figure has a lot of details and I think it's kind of worth showing it. As you can see here, I did something very simple. I just shaped the tail like so, and of course putting the figure looking forward. So nothing spectacular, but I think the pose looks badass, especially from the back angle. So not bad for this second pose. Now for the third pose, I did something a bit more, I guess, easier because you cannot do much with the figure because of the limitation on the body itself. So I just did a museum pose, and this is a very cool pose, very simple, and as you can see, it looks fantastic. Alien, the details, the teeth is just nicely done. For the next pose, I included Ellen Ripley on this one, holding the flamethrower, of course, and the alien in front of her. So nothing spectacular. I didn't want to push the limits on this figure because it is very fragile, and let me tell you, I paid a lot of money for this thing, so I didn't want to mess this up. And that's basically it. Now for the last pose here, guys, I wanted to show you how I'm gonna display these two figures in the module case. So we have Ellen Ripley, we have Alien Warrior, and let me tell you, this figure looks fantastic. If you haven't seen the review, I'm going to put the card up there so you can take a look and enjoy the review of Ellen Ripley. And of course, we have Alien. I have to use the couch grabber because it is huge. And I don't want to have any accidents with this particular figure. And that's basically it for the poses. Alright guys, my further thoughts about this figure is actually very positive. Starting with the likeness, I think this is a fantastic representation of Alien as seen in the movie Aliens. This one here particularly caught my attention because of the details, especially in the body. I wanted to get the big chap, to be honest with you, but it was a bit difficult to get it. There were too many issues with that first figure, but this one here looks fantastic. Detail and paint application is really good. In terms of articulation, there's really not much you can do because of the body, but even if you do a pose like this, still it's gonna stand out in your shelf. And because of that, my final score is 9 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, Manafa Collectibles, TikTok, Manafa Collectibles, and Facebook group 6 Scale Media. For anything related, once the scale figures, both links in the description below. And if you have some time, check out these two cool videos. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.